Welcome to INLA, everybody. We are here at beautiful Walt Disney Studios in Burbank.
And this is where they did the planning for what would eventually be called the happiest place on Earth.
In fact, we're at the corner of Mickey Avenue and Dopey Drive, the location of the old animation building, which is where Walt Disney spent a lot of time in the planning room for Disneyland.
And it's perfect timing because we're celebrating Disneyland's 50 years of magic. It's a giant celebration taking place all year round, all around the world.
It's going to be great. So what do the LA Dodgers, James Dean, Rosa Parks, and Walt Disney all have in common?
You're about to find out. It all happened in 1955, the same year Walt Disney's dream came to life.
When we were going through Roy Disney's correspondence files, we found a letter that said, "We know that Walt talks a lot about this Disneyland idea of his, but I doubt that anything will ever come of it."
Now, your host, Walt Disney. On our first television program, we showed you a blueprint for a dream. Well, this is the blueprint, and the dream is Disneyland, the park that we're constructing near Anaheim, California.
Well, 50 years ago, we were heading into the unknown. And I'll tell you frankly, when I drove down with Walt to begin with and looked around, I said to myself, he's out of his mind.
Walt used to take his two daughters to the merry-go-round at Griffith Park, and then he took them to a little amusement park that was where the Beverly Center is now. He started thinking, why isn't there some place where parents and children could have fun together?
It costs an unprecedented $17 million to complete, but within the first 7 months, Disneyland had already welcomed over 1 million guests.
In order to pay for Disneyland, Walt Disney realized he had to get some money from other sources.
Well, you're standing right where I grew up. I was born and raised right here in the Frontierland area. My parents were one of the original 17 families that sold to Disney back in the early 50s.
Today, people all over the world are celebrating Disneyland's 50th anniversary, truly signifying the happiest homecoming on Earth.
We do have other parks throughout the world that people love going there as well, but I think they particularly enjoy coming back here to Disneyland because this really is where it all started. I really feel the mark that Walt Disney left on this place.
500 million people have been here to Disneyland. This park is as young as it was at the beginning because it has that feeling that Walt Disney wanted to convey of being young at heart.
It didn't matter how old you were, 8-year-old child or a 58-year-old man. 50 years ago, I got chosen to come and run across Sleeping Beauty's Castles Bridge. And about 20 of us got to run across singing, hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to Disneyland we go.
The very first time I came to work early in the morning and walked across Main Street, the castle, the sun just coming up, and I just fell in love. I mean, I got the magic. I really got the magic.
Walt Disney he was such an optimist. We come off the freeway, and what is the first thing that happens in Disneyland? You go under a railroad tunnel, and if you look up, there's a brass plaque that says, "Here you leave today and enter the worlds of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy."
I think my first, most vivid memory was realizing how beautiful Snow White was.
He actually got down on one knee and proposed to her right down the street here.
She turned me down.
TV pioneer Art Linkletter hosted the ABC Dateline Disney specials with Bob Cummings and then actor Ronald Reagan.
In his foreword to my book, Kids Say the Darndest Things, he said, if I were ever the champion of children, I now willingly give my crown to Art Linkletter, who is on fun terms with more children than any man in America. That was the nicest thing anybody could say about me.
Walt, you've made a bum out of Barnum today, but we've got to go. I know, but I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and everybody that helped make this dream come true. Let's go into Fantasyland and have some fun.
Let's go. Goodbye, folks.
Walt Disney left an impression upon the hearts of all people, young and old alike. He once said that Disneyland would never be complete as long as there was imagination left in the world.
Oh, I'd love to walk through Disneyland with Walt Disney today. I think he would be so proud that Disneyland looks so immaculate today, and the attractions have grown, and there are many, many creative talents. But of course, there's never been another Walt Disney.
Well, you've given me the best years of my life. I had a wonderful, wonderful time here. 39 years. I enjoyed every single day I was here.
I think Walt Disney, he's missing here. He's missing a lot of fun.